Hey everybody, welcome back. Second episode of this podcast. We still don't have a fucking name. I lied to you last podcast when we said we were gonna make a name. Um, I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. I'm your host, Jake. This is my two buddies.
That's a lot. That
That's
was way too
Garrett,
loud.
right there. That's Garrett.
Hey,
That's
This is me. I'm Garrett.
that's
Yes.
Garrett. And then
Hello.
there's
That's
Alex.
me. My voice.
And then there's Alex. Say hi, Alex.
hi.
Cool. You guys are fucking awkward, bud. Um,
Thank you.
Shit, that was a hell of a way to start this shit out. I think I just broke everybody's eardrums. I apologize, but
I don't even know why you'd want to be Keemstar, quite frankly.
he's a fucking gnome, dude. Nobody likes him.
No.
I know the
What?
Misfits
Oh,
like
no.
him. They're cool, it's whatever. But nah, I don't like
Misfits
those
who?
guys. The Misfits?
We're gonna take over the world, bro. Misfits who?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just saying, once we
Courtney
get
is a
popular
who?
enough, bro. Misfits who? That's what everybody's gonna be saying. Misfits who?
No,
Misfits who?
Misfits who?
we're not gonna ever be better than them. Okay, you gotta get that one
Okay,
thing straight.
when we're rich and famous,
Come on, dude. I will. Once my YouTube videos actually get ramping up, everybody's gonna be listening to the podcast. Okay, and we're gonna
We're,
So
be
we're
yeah.
like
all of our
popular.
viewers
Our
are gonna
friend
be.
Garrett here is starting a YouTube channel. Well, started one. Go 4 months ago,
Why do
right?
you gotta make it awkward? I was just gonna
A
mention it.
little while
I
ago,
was gonna
yeah,
mention it better
yeah.
than that.
I'm gonna start doing more YouTube videos just because um I went away from it for a little bit just because of how busy I've been. But yeah, so
Fucking making pizzas way too fast. Gotta slow shit down.
it's not a hard job. it's,
Well,
it's really not, but a
I
lot
I
of
feel
people
like
make it seem hard.
I feel like taking care of idiots is the hardest part of it. Really,
Well, yeah, obviously.
that's how my job was, and most of my jobs actually is like people who would ask questions and be stupid. I'm like, God, you are just a fucking person and a half. Like, I can't deal with idiots for too long, man.
I'm
I start
usually
to lose
just
my
one
sanity.
person, but yeah, okay.
Shit. Well, um, how the hell have you guys been? I actually haven't talked to Garrett in a while, so how you guys been?
Oh, just living the dream.
Yeah? What do you mean by that? Just
Damn
done
it.
with everything?
Um, nah, just a lot of stuff has been happening recently.
Oh, gotcha.
Both with my position as one of the upper managers at Domino's and um relationships with friends and all that other stuff is starting to get like complicated and all that stuff. There's a lot of things
A lot of
that
things
have
going
been
on.
happening. Yeah, just a lot of things. So it's been a time and a half, but it's been fun. I'm not gonna lie, like I've had fun
At least you're a
recently.
positive person because I see a lot of people in situations like that and then they complain about it to me and I'm like, Why? Like
Yeah, I'm
be
the
happy.
person that they complain to about their stuff, so that's where their stance is like friends are being contested or whatever.
Shit, that's pretty much how me and Alex are. We people always complain to us about their life and shit and we're like, all right. And then we have our own shitty lives and nobody wants to listen to us. So I get that being the stone for somebody. But now, speaking of which, how you been, Alex?
Oh, little old me?
Yeah,
Little old me, huh?
you decided to not
Uh,
talk for that whole
well,
situation.
you guys were having your own conversation, so I was being a nice person, letting you guys
Just
talk.
fucking
So don't
talk,
interrupt me
you
when I'm trying
cunt.
to talk. I'm trying to talk, but you keep interrupting me. Can you please be quiet?
Oh my god. All right, we're not asking how he's doing. It's
So
just
my life,
so this new
it's
podcast
been
is just
pretty
me and
good. I
Garrett
mean,
now.
just a couple things popping up, unexpected things, but I mean,
Mhm.
getting through
Me
them
and
as
Alex are
usual.
looking to get an apartment together just because I want
My
to move
cat's
away
doing
from
well.
the
I have a
house
cat. If you
and
guys didn't know
it's
that,
easy.
she's fat as fuck.
Dude, she's a fat ass, bro.
I haven't actually seen his cat
But
What?
in person. Wait, have I?
You
I
had
have no
to have,
idea.
cause you
I'm
were at his house with us that one
but
time.
yeah, I mean, yeah, Jake. As Jake was saying, I mean, kind of stones, but I mean, I've learned to just go with it. I've always been like a stone for people, and I'm kind of used to it.
Yeah. Do you?
And
So
I don't really worry myself with, you know, trying to solve their problems. I mean, a lot of people have problems and they try and talk. They usually talk to me about it.
I have.
And
Oh,
if
same.
they
Yeah.
want, if they want, but if they want like advice, I'm not a very good advice giver. So I tell them, I'm like, hey, I'm not a very good.
I'm somebody that you can
I'm
tell
not
like
very
these
good at
problems
trying to
to,
tell
but
you
I
what to
can't
do.
solve them.
I'm like a human squeegee for someone.
I have a question. Do you? So when you listen to them, do you actually just like not? This isn't like to try to be rude, but like, do you only half listen? Like, do you listen enough
No, I
to
listen.
give
I
them
listen.
an
I just
answer?
don't let their own personal problems affect me.
Yeah, that's a good way.
Because
Yeah.
in the end, it's not my life. And I
Why
know a lot
stress
of the
about it?
times they just need someone to talk to. And
Yeah, they
I'm okay with being that person. And
don't
I
you
know a lot of people that take that to heart and it affects them. And I'm like, bro, you need to stop.
don't you hate when like
Yeah,
people question you about the
people
shit you
that
talk
take
about?
stuff that you're trying to say for advice seriously. If it's good advice, like yeah, but if you're seriously like telling them like you have a shitty life, you need to get your act together, and then they take that to offense, it's like you're the one that was coming to me for problems. I didn't need to answer your question, but like
If you didn't
why
want
am
the
I still
answer, then why
like
listen to the reply?
yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
That's why I just don't bother myself with it. I realize a lot of people just need someone to listen to.
I know, but like
And
the thing with
more than anything, I mean, I feel people nowadays aren't looking for ways to solve their problems. They're just looking for people that have the same problems and just want them to agree with them. You know?
About their problems, yeah.
There's a show that I used to watch. It was, well, I still watch. It's my favorite show, Parks and Rec. It's probably my favorite show of all time. But there's a part in there where this girl was pregnant. She was having all these problems, and her husband or partner at the time was trying to solve all the problems, and she was going insane because of it. And then near the end of the episode, he got the guy got all of his friends together, and his friends were like, "Hey, you shouldn't be trying to solve all of her problems. Sometimes all she needs to hear is that sucks, or yeah, that's life for you, or just that's terrible. I'm sorry that happened to you." Instead of solving their problems, you just need to be there for them and just be like, "Yeah, man, I don't know."
there's only so
Yeah,
much
man,
trash that you can
I just
take
don't know.
from somebody. Like you have your own ecosystem. Don't take somebody else's trash and pollute your own ecosystem, you know?
Hmm.
Like people need to learn
Ecosystem.
to deal with their own garbage heap.
That was a deep conversation to get to,
Ecosystem.
like 5 minutes into the podcast.
Has it only been 5 minutes? That's not my
It
fault.
feels
I was trying to fucking say some lighthearted shit. You guys just kept going.
well, you asked how my life went, and then you blah blah blah. So now we're here.
Well, I was no, I just kept trying to say
But
some
yeah, as
lighthearted
Garrett was
shit until
saying
you
when he was
interrupted.
interrupting me, me and Garrett are
Oh,
trying to get an apartment together, hopefully.
Christ.
Yeah. And
I need to
I'm
find a
hoping to
job.
get a PC just so that I can actually do some stuff that I
Yeah,
want to do.
it's kind of hard to like want to start a podcast and do gaming when like it's easy on PC to record shit. Is pretty much what I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm kind of looking forward to all these new consoles coming out. I mean, I haven't said anything about how anything about recording or any of that on the new consoles, but I mean,
I'm sure it'll
it
be
just
easier.
all the things that are happening with them just prove that we're getting close. Consoles and stuff like that are getting closer and closer to what PC is. I mean, PC will always be, you know, the top dog, because
PC Master Race.
It's PC.
yeah, because with PC you can just come out with better stuff whenever you want. But with consoles, it's like, okay, we just came out with this new stuff. Now we need to work on something and wait another 10 years to release this so it'll be its own little thing and be better. It's more secretive with consoles than it is with PC, I think.
That is true. Yeah.
Because I mean,
Does
look
make
at how
sense.
long it took for the new PS5 and the Xbox X come out after the Xbox One and the PS4. It's been like what, 8 years,
Has
seven
it
years?
seriously been 8 years?
I think it's been
It's been
around.
a long while, man.
Jeez, my God, dude, I feel kind of old almost just hearing that.
We are old. We're
Decently.
adults.
Yeah, it's kind of been like a shitty road to 18 for me. I can't speak for you guys, but just the whole fucking journey
Well,
Has
yeah,
been the
everybody has
best.
their
so
own story to
stupid.
tell.
Oh yeah. And everybody can be negative in their own way. Like I've had people be like, "I have the shittiest life of all time," and they're like not millionaires, but like thousandaires. Like their parents are like thousandaires, and I'm like over here like, "Yeah, I grew up on food stamps," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, my life's pretty good." So I don't know. It's all about perspective. If you think your life's shitty, you're gonna think your life's shitty.
Perspective has a lot to do with like how you view life or just how life is for you in general.
Definitely.
If you have a crappy perspective, then your life is going to seem like it was a crappy life.
Mhm.
It's just me, or is it, or when we were in high school, I feel like everybody was trying to have a worse life than everybody else. You know, I feel like everybody was trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm missing a leg. Oh well, my dad's dead, so and it's like, oh,
What's
okay, well
What's
I'm
funny about
sorry.
that is everybody complained about divorces, but 90% of the people at our high school had divorced parents. So like
That
when
too,
they
yeah.
complained about divorces, everybody's like, "Yeah, sob story, get over it." Everybody has that. Like it's so fucking normal around here. It's really
Yeah.
weird. I don't know how it is in maybe countries or states, but around here it was pretty decently normal.
Which is funny considering the area we grew up in. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, I think people around here rush to get married. I think a lot of people can say that in like any state I hear, like people really just want to get married. They're like, "Oh, I need to have this partner in my life." It's like you could have a boyfriend who fucking supports you. You don't need a husband. Like that should be some like sacred shit in my opinion. If you're gonna get married to somebody, that better be that person that you want to spend your afterlife with, if there is one.
Hmm.
Like that shit better be super sacred.
If there is one.
Hey man, I'm kind of just like I don't I don't know, nobody's certain. It can all just be for naught, really. But
That is true.
I like to think if there is one, I want to be ready for it and I would like to have somebody with me. But if not, I just fucking chill in hell and fucking
I mean,
have some
certain
dope ass
religions say even
barbecues.
if you don't get married down here, you'll still have your perfect mate up there.
Yeah, right, somewhere. I don't know. How heaven works.
Every woman will have their man, and every man will have their own woman.
Or if you're gay, just have whatever. Even though that's a sin. uh,
That's sin in most religion, but I mean, meh, who cares?
dude, what if
You do you.
like fucking like Chinese religion was actually the real deal. Like none of us know
I
how to
like to
speak
think we come
Chinese.
back as cows and just graze the land for years to come.
I feel like I'd get
I
fucked
mean,
by an
that's what
Indian.
some people think.
Yeah, I know. Wait, really? Someone stole that idea
Indians,
already? Those
not
bitches.
not Native American Indians, but the Indians, Hindu and shit.
Those fucking whores
They
stole my
think we're
idea.
gonna become like cows.
Moo.
Yeah, that's why they
It's
don't.
because they believe in, is it reincarnation or
Yep.
Reincarnation.
Mhm. That's what it is. I mean, that'd be
how would
dope as fuck.
be?
I'd be a squirrel. I love
I
squirrels, dude.
mean,
Those things are fucking cool. They're just little rodents that are fun,
Are they
knowing me,
fun?
I would probably be a lizard,
Just
like
chilling.
some type of reptile lizard.
Dude, be a fucking Komodo dragon and chill on an island. Nobody would bother
I'd
you.
be plankton.
A plankton?
You'd be plankton.
Yeah, I'd be
Really?
plankton.
Why?
Yeah,
Well,
just
Is it
chill in the
is it to
ocean,
show like
absorb
how
stuff.
irrelevant your life is, or like how?
Yeah, yeah. And I'm
Yeah,
lazy,
yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
like,
I
yeah,
hit it.
yeah. I'd say a
Hit it right
koala,
on the
but
head.
koalas are absolutely disgusting. So the next laziest thing I thought of was plankton, because all they do is sit there and absorb
Sloth.
sunlight. Those are disgusting too. They're
Oh,
pretty much the same
sloths are
thing.
disgusting too. Yeah. Okay.
I personally wouldn't want to be anything like that.
Like, not to be rude, but I wish they left the Australia fires going so they could just kill off all the
Jesus,
koalas.
man. What about all the
I'm
what about
saying.
what about all the
That's all I'm
You
humans?
didn't
saying,
need
man.
that.
What about the humans that lost their lives?
Okay, well, I said not to be rude, bro. let's make a fire and just throw all of the koalas in it. Like, in The Simpsons, they have the Springfield tire fire. We're gonna make it the Idaho koala fire or Australia koala fire. And we're just gonna find the koalas and just chuck them in there.
Yeah.
Sounds about
No?
right.
Yeah.
I'd
See,
join.
Garrett gets it. He knows what's up.
I personally think koalas are useless, but
They're disgusting.
I don't think they should die by human hands. If they're gonna die, they're gonna
They're
die by
dying by
natural
fire, not
selection.
human hands, dummy.
I'm just
Like,
saying
what do
like
you even
natural
mean,
selection, you
bruh?
know?
Oh, well, nature decided
Fire!
fire was gonna kill all of the koalas, buddy.
Well,
Not
no, what
not
I'm
us.
saying is uh they're fucking holy shit, guys. I just made a really bad choice in a game.
Sounds like my decisions most
I
of the time.
I gave up all my food and now I'm gonna die. I had like 30 food, man. That was God, that's sad. Well,
Like you'd eat it anyway.
my character's not anorexic, okay, buddy?
No, I was talking about you.
Well, that's not fair.
Life's not fair.
Yeah, well, I think we all have come to this conclusion, and I think
Wait, so you're
anybody.
playing a video game? You play video games?
No.
Oh my gosh, this is the worst transition I've ever heard.
I played video games all the time growing up. Did you guys play video games growing up?
Oh yes.
What
Oh
type of games
yes.
did you play?
I played more of the adventure based like collecting stuff. That was mine.
Looter RPGs?
Um.
Not necessarily RPGs, but more like, do you guys know Mario 64, Super Mario 64?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the type of collectible games that I played. Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong
So
64,
a lot of like the
like all those.
original classics.
Yes, yes. I've actually got a controller holder right next to me. It's the Banjo controller holder that my sister got me, and I absolutely love it because it says so much about my actual taste in games. So
That's actually pretty cool of her to get you that.
it was a birthday present, like the one birthday present that not everybody like kind of ditched me on. They were just like, "Yeah, we can actually get you something."
Oh, dang.
So they got me that, and the other one was supposed to be my weightlifting rack, but then yeah, a lot of stuff happened after that.
Yeah.
So Jake, what type of games
Also,
did you play growing up?
Why do you gotta make it so awkward? I was literally about to mention it. You can just slow down, bro.
So Jake, what type of games did you play growing up?
I played, pretty similar shit. Played
So Jake, what type of games did you play growing up?
oh
like
my gosh, Alex,
Ocarina of
please.
Time was probably one of
Sorry.
my
Ocarina of
favorites.
Time was a good game.
I mean, I am gonna rant for a little bit on that. People say it's the
Oh
best game
god.
of all time. It is not. It's an old
It
game.
has really good music and
It has
sound
fantastic
and
music, and for its time,
environment.
it's for its time. For its time, it was literally the best game around. Yes, it was fucking phenomenal. Everything about it was great. But I'm so tired of hearing fat white guys with fucking neck beards being like, it's the best game of all time. No, it fucking isn't. Get your nostalgia out of your goddamn prostate and shove it in somebody else's ass, okay? Because I don't want to hear that shit from you. Like, it's so annoying. It's not the best game in the world. It was really good for its time. But have you fucking seen the new Halos and shit? Like, the graphics on those are way better. It's phenomenal storytelling, amazing games. Like, I don't understand how you could be so fucking narrow-minded about video games. You know?
Nostalgia can bring forth like a lot of like not necessarily bad decisions, but more like not reasonable decisions. Like if I had to choose between like Banjo-Kazooie getting remade or like some of the new like Halos or something like that getting made, I
Uh,
would choose a new Banjo-Kazooie just because like for me it's more of a nostalgia base. It's not more for like I just died. Shit. It's not it's more of for like nostalgia base rather than you wanting to actually um, see something new and all that other stuff. It's more so that you can see something new that you've already seen before, just because it it was good for its time and you wanted to see it again.
Yeah, I do that with like
If that
TV
makes sense.
shows. You know, like I go back just to see it again and be like, huh, man, you know, this is. I enjoyed this as a kid, and I would stick to my guns and say it's still pretty good. You know. But you guys agree with that, like point of view, right? Like, why do you have to shove your nostalgia in my face? You know, it, it's
I do understand that. Yeah. I feel
it's
like
I
I
don't know.
do that with some, like everybody has to do with that with like some type of game or some type of thing that they feel nostalgic for. They kind of shove it into the other person's face. But
But that's like
we've
you're
all done
showing
that.
off. No, yeah, you're showing off something that you enjoy, which is fine. But some people just take it too far, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we didn't need to, a whole life story on how fucking I can't think of anything right now. But like, certain video
Legends of
games,
Zelda saved you from like your
you were
dog
about to
killing you
jump.
or something.
Yeah, like some very random bullshit, and I'm like, okay, cool. Like that's good for you, man. Glad to hear that you got over your parents' divorce because you fucking rode Epona one time.
You had a video game by your side and it was that video game at the time. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean it's everybody to each their own, I guess. We all know that, but fucking so weird, man. So weird that there's just certain people out there. I don't know where I'm trying to go with this, honestly. Uh, no, I'm trying to explain it. It's in my head. Like, there's weird people out there, but they don't see themselves as weird. They're just like, hey, this is, something I
This
like.
is my normal.
This is, yeah, and there's people who are like me who are my friends, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, everybody has their own society norm, and different countries, and different types of people, different groups, communities, friends, blah, blah, blah. And don't judge people, guys. What we're saying is we were just judging those people. Don't be us. All right. What what do you want
Yes,
from me?
yes,
What do you
yes.
want from me? I'm a fucking 18-year-old guy who lives in the fucking mountains and I shoot potatoes at people. I don't really have any good advice.
You shoot potatoes at people without me.
Dude, you were there that one time. Remember when we killed that chick?
What?
What?
Um, no? Question mark?
So Garrett, what's your favorite thing that you can make at Domino's? Guys, come on, come the fuck on. It was a joke. Why are we making this so awkward?
I mainly like played like,
Yeah,
I
there it
mean,
is.
um, I didn't play any like the really old games, you know.
You didn't.
I played like the Wii and like the PlayStation 2 was that for me. I played some old games because my cousin has a GameCube. We played Super Smash Bros. Melee on it all the time.
Mhm.
That game is good.
Yeah,
A lot of people
and
say that it's like the best Super Smash Bros, but I don't. I think it
Nostalgia
was good
again.
for its time, but it just needs to die.
it's like the
Nostalgia
sixth
But
again.
one we've seen.
continue, Alex.
But yeah, for the most part, I had a PlayStation 2 because my dad got it. Well, my dad had it when he was growing up, and he gave it to me and my sister when when we were kids, and we got a whole bunch of games for it. And I remember most of the, I remember playing Sly Cooper a lot. I played that a shiz ton. I love that
Oh, that's a
franchise
great
like
game.
a lot. It's like embedded in my brain forever. And then you also got like Star Wars Battlefront 2, like the original one. That's pretty much a classic for everyone who had a PS2, pretty much.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
If you had a PS2, you had Star Wars Battlefront 2. So that was the rule.
I don't want to hear anybody being like, yeah, no, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Like, go fuck yourself. You must have been a sheltered child. That like,
And
Oh
then
well, oops.
really, really, Garrett.
I I know what the game is, but like
Oh
I
my God.
seriously like
Did you have a
I
PS2?
We had a PS2, yes.
Why the fuck did your parents not let you play that game? Because
We didn't have it, I don't think.
It was cheap. It was like $20, and back in the day, that's cheap for
Well,
a video game.
all games were pretty cheap.
Well, yeah, exactly. So what the fuck is wrong with your parents, bro? That shit was awesome. It was the first
Hey,
Star
don't
Wars
push your
game.
nostalgia on him.
No,
Okay?
what I'm
That's
saying
messed
is,
up.
Pure
That's
nostalgia.
absolutely messed up.
what I'm saying is, it was the first Star Wars game where you could actually
Leave him
play as a
alone!
Jedi. You know, and I was like, shit,
Leave him
dude.
alone,
Being
man.
able to play as a Jedi is amazing. You just flip
I remember
around and
playing
shit.
Yoda and Darth Maul a lot.
I didn't play Yoda because he was sucked. So Darth Maul was good though. I liked playing Han Solo because I liked the idea of playing him, but he was not good either.
I wanted to get the new Battlestar or the new Battlefront. My bad.
The
Whatever.
Battlestar.
Shut up.
The first one or the second one?
It's called
The
like
one for the
Revolt or
Xbox
something.
One. It was the Xbox One.
That one with like
Yeah,
the
the
puzzles
first
and
one or
shit.
the second one?
The first one. I wanted to get that one.
The first one's pretty good.
I was
I
so
don't like
confused as
like
why
the
you
new
said the
second
first
one.
and second.
Well, yeah, because they remade both of them. Well, not necessarily remade. They just freaking
Redid.
redid it, which both aren't as good as the. Well, actually, I don't. I never actually played the original Battlefront.
I did. It wasn't that good.
I like the first new Battlefront they had. I have that one. I didn't buy the second one because I heard
Oh.
it was trash.
Man, it's so confusing to have the two old Battlefronts, and then they're like, "Hey, Battlefront 1 for PS4," and you're like, "What?
I really don't understand why they just didn't remake them. If
Why
they
not
just
rename
remade
them
them
or
and left
something?"
them alone, everybody would have been so happy.
Well, I know, but I'm personally kind of tired of gaming companies doing that. I would also understand.
Remaking them.
Yeah, just like, look, check out this old game that you've already played, but its graphics are updated, and I'm like, okay.
Halo does that a lot. At least that's what I've seen or like heard. I've heard that Halo does that a lot. They
Oh
just
yeah,
kind of redo.
almost every year.
Like Halo
Do with
Reach
the
and
Master Collection.
Halo other stuff. I wasn't a very big Halo fan, but every time that I went over to one of my sister's house, they had it and I would always play it. So
Fair enough. I mean, I was just a huge nerd as a child. I hung out with high schoolers who, obviously were like 10 years older than me at the time. So, they kind of just introduced me to a lot of shit that I probably shouldn't have done as a kid. And I was really mature for my age. So, I played a lot of mature games when I was like
I feel like
Is that
all
why
of
you're
us were
messed
like
up
pretty
now because you
mature at a
matured
young
early?
age.
yeah, probably, Alex.
That makes sense.
I used to hang. My best friend as a kid was literally 18. His name was Cameron, and he graduated when I was moving. So
There you go.
yeah, I mean, he was awesome, man. He introduced me to rock music and Halo and all the good shit that I still enjoy to this day. He was kind of like an older brother. I had two older brothers, technically speaking, if
The
that's
older
the
brother
case.
you wanted.
Wow, no, I love my brother. I would never, I would never trade him for anybody. Like we've had our pasts, like me and my brother didn't really get along. He used to hit me and shit, but like it's whatever. We're both older people now.
That's brother shit, man.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah, that's
right?
what family shit.
It's just whatever.
Like I hit my
Alex,
sister
you
all
don't
the
have a
time.
brother.
What? Is that not normal or something?
No, it's
I
just
just
like you're
remember
just like it's normal brother shit. Then you don't even have our brother.
the last podcast you said you hit women.
Whoa, 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 whoa,
He
whoa,
did
whoa!
say that shit. I remember. I remember this. I actually
Oh
did.
no, am I gonna die here? No, I'm not because
Probably.
I'm
So yeah, I
fucking the
mean,
boss.
I feel like
on the Wii, I played Lego Indiana Jones a lot. That was a good
God
game
Lego
too.
games, dude.
Lego
Holy
games
shit.
are my shiz, bro.
I,
They are probably one of my favorite games of all time.
Lego
Just
Star
Lego games.
They are
Wars.
everybody's, man. You can't hate on a Lego game, especially a Lego Star Wars game.
Yeah, well, I remember when I got Lego Star Wars for my DS. I have a journal and in my journal, I wrote down, I was like, hey, I got Lego Star Wars for my DS. I'm gonna play it. And then literally the next entry, the next day, the next entry in my journal was, yeah, hey, I beat Lego Star Wars on my DS. And I was like, wait. I was like, bro, I beat that game in one day.
That's
It was
adorable
such
and hilarious. Like,
great games. I
man,
don't keep
like,
a journal anymore.
well, I
My
don't think
mom used
anybody
to make
does.
me.
That's the only reason why I did. I didn't actually want to keep a journal. I found some really fucked up shit in my childhood journal. I was I said I wanted to kill somebody and I drew myself throwing them into a black hole that formed in their pool. And it was like my childhood bully or whatever, so it kind of made sense, but I was still like, "Damn, Jake, childhood Jake's kind of fucked, bro. Wants to kill
Adult
somebody.
Jake is kind of fucked.
What's wrong with me now? What do you
Nothing.
mean?
We love you for who you are.
I hate you." I mean, what? I would never say that about my best friend.
But
Guys,
yeah.
guys, oh my god. This game literally just cranked it up to like a fucking 10, and I think I'm gonna die. Oh my god. Help. Uh,
Like, like, what do you mean? Like,
I'm playing Death
physically or
Row to
like
Canada,
in the game?
and uh, shit's going wild right now. I am in a siege, and I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
I'm the only one taking this seriously.
Yeah,
So I
pretty
love
much.
you guys.
God damn it! All of my people just died.
You
I
viewers are
have
the
one
best.
person
I
left.
want you to know that. You're my favorite.
Hey
Moi.
viewers, I just want you to know that I probably hate most of you, but it's okay because you all
You
are here
probably
for
don't
me.
even know most of them.
I
We should
blew
love
myself up
everyone
with a
equally.
grenade. I think I'm gonna.
And I mean, if he wants to hate you, he can do that. But just know that we love you and he loves you. He just doesn't like to show emotion very much.
Why are you trying to call me out?
And that's
What the
okay.
fuck is happening right now?
It's just the way he expresses himself.
Honestly,
He also has a fat ass.
dude, what? No, I don't. Garrett, tell him I don't have a fat ass.
I cannot tell lies.
What the fuck, guys?
So, what type of
uh,
medicine did you guys take growing up?
I
I
didn't.
didn't take any medicine. I took oils.
Same. Not even kidding. Same. I did not take medicine. I took my vaccines and shit, so my parents weren't anti-vaxxers, but I didn't really take medicine because they were like, "Yeah, you're fine. You're not sick." And I'm like, I think I am. I think I need some cough medicine. And then they're like, "No, you're good." So I was fine. I took headache medicine because I had migraines.
I mean, the only time that I ever felt sick was when I was legit about to die, but like that was hardly ever so.
Wait, you almost died when you were a kid? From
Multiple times. I live
from
on a farm.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You probably rolled around with pigs. You hick.
Actually, me and my
Didn't you live on
brother,
a farm too?
this is an old memory. Me and my brother, we used to walk out to the pen with the cows and horses. And
Hmm.
what we used to do is we would grab onto the cows' tails and we would legit just start dragging ourselves inside the cow manure. We used to do that.
Just because like it was fun?
Yeah, I
Fuck
guess
yeah.
at the time that we were doing it, we
I
would
mean,
grab onto the tails and they wouldn't we wouldn't like go completely like ragdoll and like flop around inside the manure, but
It
we
was
would just like
tactical.
we were
tactical cow dragging initiated.
we would hold on to the like how you hold on to the like back of a car and you start running with it. We would do that with the cowtails.
I mean, I did that shit with like a skateboard.
Son of a bitch!
When I was a kid, I would grab onto random trucks and I would just grab onto their tailgate. When I lived in California when I was a kid, I had a skateboard and I was just like, yeah, let me grab this tailgate and catch a ride. And they would literally try to kill me to get me off. They would slam on their brakes and try to throw me underneath their truck and shit. So I would have to swerve off to the side, and like get slingshotted. It was really
I feel like
dangerous. Don't
California
I
is
would
just
not
a
recommend it.
weird place.
California is a weird place. I mean,
Liberal.
I have plenty of coworkers that like grew up in California and they've been there and they've all just been like, yeah, California is a good place, but I don't want to go back there.
it's because
They're
it's a
just like
city.
this is nice.
Nobody wants to
Yeah.
go back there because we're all in a mountain state.
Yeah, once people figure out that this place like actually exists, they kind of stay here. And that's where it's like, go away, this is my home.
Right? I know everybody's so like hypocritical. They're like, I can't believe these people from this other state are moving here when like they probably only moved here like 5 years ago or something. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, people that like moved from like California or like all those other places, they're just like they've stayed here for a little bit and they're just like, oh my gosh, people from the East Coast are just always coming over to Idaho now and they're moving and I just don't like it. I'm just like, you were
Go
just
fuck over
barely
there.
moved here like a little while ago. You kind of have nothing to say.
I mean, I used to hate this place. I was done when I moved here because I lost all my friends and I was a kid and I was like, I don't want to be
That,
here. Like
that
this
was
sucks.
yeah, yeah.
And I don't know. I got used to it after a while and I was like, yeah, it's not bad. And then I slowly but surely became one of those people who are like, yeah, get the fuck out of my state. But I feel like I've been here long enough now that I can say that because I've been here longer than I lived there. And oh no, actually that's not true. But it's close enough.
Oof.
It's close enough.
Close enough.
I think so. I mean, if you disagree, it's
Close
whatever.
enough
Y'all
to
do
the
any sports?
heartache.
No.
I play soccer a lot
Wait, still?
Oh,
Or like when you did?
when I did.
yeah.
Oh,
Garrett
well,
was on
then
the
yeah.
soccer team.
I used to play soccer with Carson all the time.
Oh yeah, I think we talked about that. I'm pretty sure me and Jake were on the same soccer team. And we didn't even realize it.
I didn't even know who the fuck he was when I first moved here, and that's when I played soccer, so.
Yeah.
Shows how much you know about your friends.
But dude, I was like 10. What do you want from me?
For you to be 10.
I didn't act like I was 10. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's why I said I wanted you to be 10.
Dude, I despised people my age when I was a kid because I was just like, God, everybody's so mature and blah blah blah. I was pretty much the kid from Fooly Cooly. I'm not gonna lie. I just hated everybody my age, and I was like, everybody's too immature. But as I got older, I was like, everybody my age is cool, and now everybody else sucks because all the older people are stupid now. I don't know.
Not all of them.
Most of them, I would say.
Adults, like now that I've gotten closer to him, like even when I was like just barely started like having to deal with stuff on the farm, I realized I was like, adults are assholes. I hate them.
Dude, adults are just
Not to diss
overgrown
on any adult.
kids.
It's just yeah.
They're
Yeah,
just
it's
overgrown
more
kids.
of adults are just like grumpy kids that didn't get what they wanted when they were little, so they're just trying to resent on people that have it, I guess.
And then you got those adults who are like, I didn't get to party when I was 16, so now they're like 23 and they're
That's not our
teenagers.
fault.
I know, but
But
like,
the other ones that are just like, yeah, I didn't get to party when I was this age, so you can do it.
yeah, like your parents and shit, they're like, yeah, I didn't get to do that, so you do what you want. And I'm like, oh shit, cool. Like whatever.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know. Being an adult now, it kind of sucks. I don't. I wish I could just be 17 forever. That was a good year. Even though the world started going to shit
Sweet
around me.
16.
2016. That's so long ago.
16 candles.
No, sweet 16, like sweet, the
Oh no, when I was 16, I was fucking depressed. I don't want to go back to that. 15 to
yeah, I was
16, I
too.
was depressed as shit. There was fun shit going on around me, but I was just in my own bubble of sadness, so I didn't really get to
Do you
acknowledge
guys
it.
remember
What
when
kind
I
of
was on the
sadness?
wrestling team sophomore year? Did you guys ever see me inside the halls?
Yeah.
That was the best time because no one would ever talk to me. I was like, yes,
You're like, finally, I
let
can
me
be
be sad.
antisocial and it actually works.
Yeah.
For some reason, the more antisocial I try to become, the less it works. Like, I've just had people pull up to my truck when I'm trying to relax, and I'm like, God damn it, who the fuck is this guy? And then I look, I'm like, oh, hey, it's what's his name? Great, they're gonna want me to hang out. It happens all the fucking time, dude. Every single day I leave to go to our town, over the bigger town. I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna go longboarding. And I'm longboarding, and all of a sudden I see a car pull over, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I hear my name getting called, and I turn around. Like, oh, it's her.
Hey, Billy! Hey, Billy!
Yeah, pretty
Hey,
much.
Billy! Hey,
Pretty,
Billy!
pretty fucking much, man. It's, man, being antisocial is hard. You wouldn't think so. You would think it'd be the easiest thing in the world, but it's so hard. It's so
Oh,
fucking hard.
I picked the wrong type of job to be antisocial with.
You're literally a customer service, just like, hey, fucking. If I was a waiter, I'd be the worst
It's
waiter.
not just customer service, it's more of just like the people that I work with too. I feel like
Oh God,
they just interact with me way too much than I actually want them to.
dude,
And
you're gonna be.
it's not a bad thing, but it's like I
Sorry.
I don't understand what's so good about this.
You're gonna have coworkers that talk to you no matter where you go. Like in construction, you would think everybody would stick to themselves. Oh God, no. Oh no. Like fucking plumbers will walk up to you and be like, "Hey, bitch, how's it going? You fucking stupid ass electrician doing your shit." I'm like, "Yeah, could you go away, please?" Before I
Could you
before
could
I
you
shock
not?
you, before I shock you with this fucking live wire that I'm playing with.
I'm gonna make my power lines go straight into your plumbing. Just dare me. Just say one more thing, bro.
Just FYI,
Say,
just
say one
FYI,
more
I'm gonna put my
goddamn
live
thing.
wire on your
Or
rebar, and every time you touch the pipes, you're gonna die. No, but I'm
So
sure.
once.
What were you gonna say?
Well, no, you're like every time you touch the pipe, you're gonna die, and I was like, so once.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, no, because the shit I usually work with is pretty low voltage stuff, like outlets and plugs. It just gives you a shock.
I hate this freaking step. I'm just gonna
Maybe the
skip it.
step
I
hates
don't
you.
even care.
You ever think about that?
My stepbrother does not hate me. Okay,
Oh
moving
God.
on.
Yeah,
Speaking of which,
stepbrother.
can we talk about that? Can we talk about shit like that?
Do you have a
family
stepbrother?
or like just like
No, porn.
that
Do
type
you have a
of
stepbrother?
family.
Porn.
Because of the
Jake,
stepbro
this is a
thing.
family-friendly
We
podcast.
curse on here.
Jake, this is a family-friendly
I
podcast.
stream here. I
Okay.
scream here. Okay. I could do what I want.
You stream here?
I stream
I'm
here. I
very
scream here.
uncomfortable.
No. So Mia Malkova, right?
No
I've never
porn.
seen a
No
single
porn.
video.
Oh my god.
I've never seen a single video of hers.
Can we not?
And for some reason I know who she is. I'm like, what? The fuck? Apparently she plays
Okay.
Minecraft and Twitch and shit now.
Very, 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 very cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Jake, I'm pretty sure you're the only one here that watches porn.
really? You guys don't? I thought everybody did. I thought this was like a normal thing. I mean, I know
Um,
Alex does every once in a while, so I'm not alone in that. Garrett?
I don't think Garrett wants to reveal on the podcast if he watches porn.
yeah, yeah.
That's kind of weird. That's why I
I think
haven't revealed
everybody
if I
does.
do or not.
I think everybody does, even women.
That was a mistake on your part, Jake. That's just kind of weird.
I don't, dude. I just said you do. So
Can we move
I
on,
never said I
please?
did.
no, I said you do.
Oh no.
You don't have to announce it. I just don't. I just never.
I don't.
I'm not comfortable enough with
Are they gonna
Garrett to
take
even
your
know.
word over mine?
Sure. I mean, they
They
listen
won't.
to whatever I say.
No, they don't.
These people love me. All right. There's no people there. So
You just
exactly,
said you
nobody
hated
loves
them.
me. I never said that. I'm gonna edit that out. I'm gonna edit this out.
I've actually tried, and I want to learn how to edit videos just so that I can actually like
It's
not
not
have to
hard.
rely on people to edit my videos when I actually get up there, I guess you could say.
Just do
Well, when
like
you get
live
up there,
streams.
you can just pay people to do it.
Yeah, but I don't want to pay people because then that's money that's not being put in my pocket.
Listen, editor's always gonna do a better job than you. I mean, unless you have been doing it for like 10 years like PewDiePie, you probably
Well,
won't.
I'm not gonna friggin' I'm not gonna be big enough unless it's in 10 years.
Yeah, true, I guess. But you just gotta know what you're doing, like comedic timing and shit for yourself, because some people have different comedic timing and like whatever type of video you're recording?
Well, I've talked to Alex about this. I think I'm probably just gonna like play Apex and like just play games with like my friends. I'm not really because I don't feel like I could ever actually record a video by myself and
It's hard.
engage in conversation because it's way too hard because then I feel like I would be able to live stream, but I wouldn't be able to actually like just sit in a room by myself and be able to engage in conversation.
It's so
I'm much
fucking
more of a
awkward.
quiet gamer by myself, but as soon as I'm with a party, like that's when I'm actually like talking and I'm actually engageful and everything. But there's there's like some points when I'm like playing a game and I'm just like I'm way too quiet. I need to do something. So I'll just start listening to like all I haven't actually listened to any podcasts, but I decided that making one would be fine. But like just start watching a YouTube video or like to the side. I just have to have something like that I can listen to on the side.
I
That
just
way
listen
I'm
to
actually
music.
like yeah. I don't listen to music when I play video games. I used to, but I feel like it just actually I should probably start doing that again. I don't know. I don't know why I stopped, but
You
like
probably think it took away from like what you're actually doing.
yeah. When I do something I try to focus on that one thing solely. So but it is nice to have that distraction that you have every now and again. Like right now, everybody's playing their own different video games while
I'm
we're
not.
doing the podcast. Well, Alex isn't, but like it's just so that we have something
Represent.
else. Represent.
I
It's
mean,
just so that we have something else.
I stopped playing like 5 minutes ago because I died, and I also thought I wasn't contributing a whole lot, like because I wasn't really
To the
paying
conversation.
attention to what you guys were saying because I was playing. I wasn't even paying attention to what I was saying, to be honest. I was just like,
Not gonna
yeah.
lie, I've just been throwing a sticky hand at my wall this entire time.
Mm,
Oh,
well,
maybe
that's
that's why you've been so fucking silent. It's starting to make
Well,
sense.
no, I just let you guys talk when you're talking.
I
Is it
feel
a
like we have
problem?
sessions where two people talk and then the other one is just kind of silent.
Cough, cough. Alex every single time doesn't say shit. Cough, cough. This
I
is your
mean,
cue to roast me and say I talk, but you don't.
No, I don't want to be rude to you. It's okay.
Oh
You
my
can say
god.
what you want.
I mean,
way to
I'm
go,
not
Alex.
wrong.
Way to
If you
be the
go
better
back to the
person.
other podcast,
Son of a bitch! I died.
Well, I just don't want to interrupt you guys. You guys are having a nice conversation, so I don't want to butt in and ruin it.
feel free to tune in,
I
like
don't
I
want to
just
feel
did
free to
right
tune
now.
in. See,
I
I'm
feel like
I'm I'm
Alex.
I'm upset because you tuned in when I was trying to talk to Garrett.
All right, you know what? You guys can talk for like 20 minutes. I've talked too much. Go ahead.
So Alex,
I'm good, really.
do you know if me having a gecko would cost me more to be in the apartment because it's a small pet, right? Did my
What's going on?
podcast disconnect again? No,
What's going on?
you were just not talking.
Sorry, I was bothered.
So like,
Why are you laughing? That's not nothing to laugh about. Okay? Leave me alone. I don't even care anymore.
um,
Um,
Garrett,
oh
to answer your
shoot.
question, no, it's a caged animal. They're not going to charge you. The only reason why they would charge you is like like insurance, like pet insurance. So if Alex's cat
Oh,
claws the wall, he's making payments so that they can repair that, and he doesn't have to worry about that. So your gecko is not going to break the house. So you're not going to have to pay for it.
yeah, I guess that is true. Oh
yeah.
no. Oh no.
You guys read any
One of my
books
coworkers
recently?
that's I hate books. No, I don't read books.
The only
I
book,
read manga.
the only book I read is A Pirate's Kiss, and I've just been waiting for it to get updated since junior high. So it's been years.
That's an F in chat for our boy.
I mean, it's been updated recently, like
Be
a couple
quiet, it's
weeks
not your
ago.
turn.
You know what? You know fucking what? I'm gonna go make
I
food.
used
I'm gonna leave the recording going. You guys talk. All
The
right, I'll be
recording.
back. I'll be
Oh,
back,
here we
guys.
go. Okay, guys, this
Go
is
ahead
the
and talk.
Ooh.
juicy.
You guys
This
get
is
your
the
chance.
juicy podcast. This is the juicy podcast now.
This one's gonna
We're
be the
getting
better
into
one.
the juice.
Yeah, so Alex, like, you're planning on getting a job like right now or like soon, and then you're
Pretty
gonna
soon,
get
as soon as
into
possible.
you're gonna get into that, and then you're gonna go to school, and you were gonna go into what were you gonna go into school?
I was going
Culinary.
to do culinary arts. I was going to become a chef of chef-effery.
Ooh, I've thought about that, like just because I feel like being a chef would be kind of nice, being a nice
It's
change.
fun.
Just yeah,
It really
even
is,
like
because you can just make whatever you want, pretty much.
yeah,
And if you
and
have
you
the
can make your
skills
own
to make whatever you
flavors.
want good, you're going to be set for life, bro. And
Yeah.
you'll get all the chicks, too. Women like men who can cook, bro.
No, women just like food. They don't care about
Go
cooking.
I
away!
thought that you were
Go
gonna go
away!
eat.
Go
Go.
away! Leave! Go
Go
away!
make your own food.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I am shaking. I am. Anyways, but yeah, no. I've just always had, I've had a knack for cooking, I guess. I'm not
We
the
need to get
best, but I'm good enough.
we need to get Jake back. I gotta take a phone call.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll be
Jacob.
back.
I'm in my fucking kitchen. What?
But yeah, I mean, I took a couple classes in high school, about uh about cooking. I've always had the best times in that class. There was an upperclassman in the grade above me. His name was Josh, and we had the time of our lives in that class. It was so fun. We were in the same group and everything. Because in the class we had the classroom, and then attached to that there was like a little separate own little kitchen. And in that kitchen there were like four different spaces that had like an oven, a sink, and a microwave, and all the tools you needed. And we were in the same area in that kitchen, and we'd always make random stuff for the teacher to eat, and we'd always do contests. And there was just one time where we had a student teacher come in, and she was teaching, and she was talking about we were talking about eggs and stuff like that at the time. And she's like, eggshell is just a solid egg. It's like it's almost impossible to break a certain way. And so you just like put it in your palm. Like if you just pick up the egg, and it's just like the fat's on the bottom, and then like the
I actually
tippy
remember
top
this.
is like the top of the egg. And she was like, if you do that and you try to crush it with just your fingers, you can't crush it. And I was like,
Every kid
okay,
You
say this.
gotta not
bet.
use your thumb. You gotta
I
not
was,
use your thumb. I
yeah,
remember
I
that,
know,
Alex.
yeah. You and Garrett was in the class,
I was in the class.
and
Jesus
and
Christ.
and I was like, she was like, anybody want to try it? I'm like, okay, bet. And I was,
Bet.
and I went up there, and I put it in there, and I was trying to crush it, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's really not working. And then my friend Josh also got up there and tried doing it, and then I just squeezed with all of my might, and then I just accidentally just slipped my thumb up inside of it too, and I just went all over a table, got all over like the bottom part of
It
the
went right
wall,
next
the
to my table.
floor. Yeah, it hit numerous girls, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!" And everybody, it was the funniest thing ever. And so I ran to the kitchen to get paper towels, and apparently as I was gone, Josh tried to do it, and his egg also just crushed the place too. I missed that. So sad I missed that.
Wait, which Josh?
He
He was an
was
older
he was he
older
was the
guy.
older one. He had like hair. He had like the glasses, and he was like tall and skinny. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh yeah, that
But
Josh.
yeah, apparently his egg also broke because he also did
Yeah,
it
yeah.
wrong.
It was it was so funny because it was the student teacher's
Yeah,
lesson.
that's what I was saying. It was a student teacher, and we were like, okay, bet, and it just went all over the place. It was literally the funniest thing that's ever happened in that class.
I feel like student
that
teachers don't
that
know what they're
class was
doing.
fun.
But ever since I took that class, I was like, being a chef would be fun. So I always just started cooking my own things, stuff like that, and that caused me to want to go to college for
Those grilled cheese sandwiches. I
that
don't know,
stuff.
man.
Oh my god, dude, that was I'm I don't even get me started.
What?
My because in we shared the kitchen, right? We had the different 5 different areas with a group to each
Oh yeah,
kitchen,
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
and The people in my group was me. I had me and Josh, as I was saying earlier, and there were these three other girls or two other girls, I believe.
They didn't do shit today.
And me and Josh made. Oh, actually, it wasn't me and Josh. Josh wasn't there. Me and this one girl made our own grilled cheese, and then the other girl and her friend also made grilled cheese, and it was just to see who made the best grilled cheese.
Yeah, I
And
remember that.
and what I did with mine was, and mine and this other girls, we just put normal cheddar cheese in there. We got sliced strawberries and diced blueberries, and honey. We put it on there and we grilled it up, and then I don't know what the hell this other group was doing, but they were all like, let's just put every single type of cheese pretty much. They just put as much cheese in there as possible. And then they
Oh,
put
disgusting.
strawberries in there,
No,
which I mean strawberries aren't bad, you know.
not on
And then
grilled cheese, mate.
and they put and they also put something else in there. And and after we had made them, the teacher goes, "Oh yeah, okay, now try your other group's grilled cheese." And I was like,
I ain't gonna do that.
I was like, excuse me? And then
you
I was like,
wanna repeat that
okay, guess
one?
I have to do this. And so we tried it. And it was probably the worst thing ever. And I was so mad because, like I said, it was a competition, and it was either I got second place. I got second place. I was so mad. I was so mad. I got
Did you ever
second
try
place.
mine?
I think maybe I did. I don't know. I can't remember. All I remember
Ours
is
had like
that
jalapenos, and it was kind of a spicier one.
I got second place because
And that's where you were just mad.
I was mad. Yeah, I was just pissed. I was so upset.
You know, you're never gonna get first place in school just because we're not popular, right?
Well, no, the person who
You don't
got
have the
first
right
place
last
wasn't even
name.
that popular.
Well, I don't. What did they do to it?
I don't know. I think the only reason I lost was because she was like, maybe if you just did blueberries and not strawberries and blueberries. I was like, okay,
Are we
Blueberries?
still
I
fine,
don't
talking
like
about grilled
whatever.
blueberries.
cheese? What the fuck?
It was really good, quite
Blueberries
frankly.
and grilled cheese?
It was good, Jacob.
What the fuck?
It was good. It was good enough to get second place, so I don't want to hear it.
Dude, I mean, obviously somebody put strawberries in there, so that's some weird ass shit.
I'm
I
realizing
said
this
blueberries
now.
and strawberries, Jacob.
That class, because we all had our
In
different
mine.
like cooking classes,
Yeah,
or like our own different cooking groups. My bad.
yeah.
And I legit was the only boy in my group.
Oh yeah,
I
because
just
you
realized
had
that.
Alyssa and who else? All I remember is Alyssa because Alyssa's my friend and she told me she was in your group. You had a
There's
couple other people,
Alyssa.
but yeah,
Yeah,
I,
I had.
I remember that. That was pretty funny.
I'm realizing this now. I'm like, so at what point in my life did I start not actually realizing that I
You're
was,
being surrounded by women.
yeah. At one point in my life was I like where I did not realize that this was happening. Like, because as soon as I started watching anime, like it went away. But as soon as I freaking came to Domino's, it appeared again. I was like, oh no.
You're putting
I was
yourself
like,
out there is what the thing is. And there's
massive
a lot of
bra
women
moment.
who are just like, whoa, you know?
Yeah, well, but yeah, I mean,
I'm truly not fortunate enough because I don't put myself
yeah,
out there at all.
and then I was like, then I decided just to not go to college because I was like, f that.
So where are you going then?
Work?
Nowhere.
Yeah, he's not really doing
I thought that you
anything.
said that you were gonna go to culinary school.
Well, that
Oh,
I
was the
was.
plan, but he
That was the
recently
plan.
decided.
Decided no.
Yeah.
are you gonna do that in the future or just like no?
That's what I was maybe. I haven't really decided. I all I decided was I didn't want to go right now. So I was gonna work for at least a year, maybe more,
Well,
depending on
yeah,
how
get the
I
money
do.
first. That's what I'm doing. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, but don't you already
I
have
don't know
like a
what
savings and shit?
I have a lot of my savings. Yes, I have a
I
lot of
wouldn't
money.
spend that though. Yeah, probably.
So, I know I asked Alex about his future. Jake, do you want to talk about your future? If not, that's fine.
Zoom zoom
I
boom.
I kind of want to talk about my future, what I have plans
Zoom
for.
zoom kaboom boom is what I'm doing.
You're doing Zoom?
That's all I'm doing.
Oh, you're doing the yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing with my life, so I'm just gonna.
I did like think about it. I was like, I could go to the military, and that would be kind of good because I know you get that money put into like something that saves away so that you can go to college with it. Like it's
It's
basically
called
just
a
college
GI Bill.
tuition. GI Bill. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I heard about that. I was like, if I went to college, the only reason why I would, or like why I went to the military or anything, was to get that, not for me, because I'm never gonna go to college. I would get the GI Bill only for my family in the future.
Really?
Yeah.
How the
I
fuck are you
wouldn't
so
use it
considerate?
myself. Just because I don't know how my family's gonna want to like live their life, so I don't want to have to be able to like make the decisions for
I
them
know, but
now.
that's
So
really
like if
nice
I
of
was
you.
just a yeah.
That's way too nice of you.
The other thing that I was gonna go for was for me to just be a franchisee with how I've been managing my money and how I've been assessing the situation with how stores actually are run with like franchises. I think it would be easy, but it would still be hard on my family. And that's where I have to like find somebody that's actually like okay with it. So that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah,
Or or I could just take over the farm. But the thing with the farm is like
that's hard
I
work
don't
every day.
and I don't have like a clear schedule. Because the farm, if anything happens on the farm, like that's your schedule.
Dude,
With
and the thing with
with other
farming I've
stuff it
seen,
just is flexible.
yeah, the thing with farming I've seen, like just on like public television and shit, there's a lot of unpredictable shit, dude. Like if your crop goes to fucking nowhere and you can't do shit
You're in
about it.
debt.
Yeah, you can't do shit about it. You're gonna have to just
We've
fucking rely on savings, you know?
yeah.
That's insane.
My family was in debt for about 10 years just because one year we got a bad harvest.
Exactly. That's fucking terrifying. I would never want to. I don't want to have to deal with that stress.
Yeah, so what I'm doing right now is just working. I just want to get the money.
That's fair. I mean, I wouldn't. Anybody out there, I wouldn't recommend the military at all. Just like try to fucking find a hobby that you enjoy, right? Like, and if you have supportive parents, that's more power to you. You have some place to do it, you know, or like friends maybe. Like you just need a place to stay for at least a year, and you just need
Would,
to try
would you
things.
if YouTube took off, Garrett? Would you keep doing YouTube?
Instead of being a franchisee.
Yeah,
If my YouTube took off, yeah, I would definitely do that.
yeah.
It's like a once in a lifetime opportunity, though. I wouldn't plan on it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not
A
planning on
bad
it
outlook
happening.
on things.
No, I'm just saying it's good to be realistic.
Well, it's also bad.
I mean, yeah, you should do things that you enjoy, but never plan on it being what you do for a living. Like, I know people who work shitty jobs every day, but they come home and do art. It's not like they get paid for it, but they enjoy it. It's something they can do. Never plan.
Everybody at Domino's hates their job there.
Well, yeah, it's because everybody's fucking negative. You just gotta find
That
what
is
you
true.
find enjoyment in something you even hate. You know,
Yeah,
I don't think that's a good way to live.
what find enjoyment in something
find
that you hate.
enjoyment out of the things that you
Yeah,
hate.
no.
I guess that is kind
You
of
should do something
a
you
bad.
want to do, and if you want to do YouTube, for instance, you should put all your heart into YouTube.
Well, here's the thing: is you also have to look at it from a perspective of some people can't do that because they have to worry about what they're gonna eat tomorrow, where they're gonna
Yeah,
live. Like
so you can get a job and then do
exactly,
it on
but
the
wait,
side.
yeah, that's what I just said earlier. But you were telling me no, you should do like yeah, I already said that. I already said that people should focus on what they enjoy, but make sure that you're paying attention to what you need, you know?
Yeah,
Never just toss aside life because you think, well, you know,
I did that for a while.
yeah, just it's hard. It's hard to find what you enjoy and shit. What the hell? Sorry, I'm looking at Dragon Ball Z fan art and it's like oddly realistic and stuff. It's weird. I don't like it.
Well,
Yeah,
that was the second
but
burp.
What?
What? Sorry. Go, Garrett. Yeah.
so yeah, what I would want to do with my channel is kind of just because I feel like streaming is the better of the two instead of just like
Oh yeah.
just recording. Streaming is a lot better because streamers can get a lot of money just from getting donated to
And
them.
that's what a lot of people do. They just stream, and then after they're done streaming, they take that stream down and get clips from
Get
those and put them
clips and
together
then
to
they
make a video.
upload it. Yeah.
But
That's
So
probably
that's
the
what I
best
would
way to
want to
do it.
do. That's what I thought was the best way to do it. But the thing is, I have to find a streaming site like Twitch
You can just
or
stream on YouTube
YouTube
as
or
well.
yeah. But I feel like Twitch gets a lot more like you
true.
get recognized for new people streaming on that one rather than YouTube. If you're a YouTube streamer, I feel like it's not
Yeah, and then on
easy.
Twitch, if you get a certain amount of viewers per month, you can apply to be a Twitch partner, and they already start paying you to start streaming on Twitch.
You gotta have 100 views every day for a week for that to happen.
No, it's for a month.
No, it's for a
You have
week.
to
I
have a
heard.
Yeah, I think it's for a month.
you have to have a certain amount of views in 1 month, and if you get that certain amount of views in a month, you can apply.
Oh.
And then from there, I think they keep track of what views you get still, and then if you get enough views, you can become one.
From one of the Twitch streamers I watch, she's a smaller one. She was like, "Yeah, I think you have to get 100 every day for a week." And I was like, "Damn, it's kind of fucking hard to do." But if it's for a month, it's even harder.
But yeah.
Yeah, so I want to do that, and I feel like streaming just wouldn't take that much time out of my day. So I would probably what I'm planning on doing is working morning shifts instead of night shifts
Mm.
and work from 9 to 5, and then after I get off of work, stream for about 3 4 hours, and then go to sleep and wake up at my job and do that. So
I mean,
a lot of people just like they don't like working, and I understand that, but me growing up on a farm and seeing that people don't like working, or like I can deal with like people deal with working, but the people that just like absolutely hate working, they can't deal with it. That's where I'm like, are you just a baby? Like, can you just step up a little bit?
yeah. That just circles back to like people need to be happy in whatever situation they're in, because if you're gonna be happy doing something you hate, eventually you could do something you love, because people will like your attitude. You know, if you work with a coworker who's a complete, you know, childhood dumb nut, then you don't want to fucking talk to that person.
Wait, did you like what? Did you insult me or like were you saying like
Oh, I was
they
just
are a
calling them a
childhood
dumb
dumb nut?
nut. I
Oh, a
wasn't trying
dumb
to
nut.
insult
Okay.
you. I was trying to
I was
come up
like
with an insult for them, and I was like, oh, his name's pretty funny. I was just like, I don't
you're like,
know.
yeah, that one makes sense.
Calling somebody a dumb nut's hilarious. But
Yeah, so
I get that. People are way too negative. I think that's my issue with where we live. Is people are way too fucking negative.
yeah, that is true.
That's why
But
I don't
there's always
hang
those
out with
positive people too. I feel like we have a lot of positive people rather than negative.
That's because those are the people I chose to still be friends with.
I
Except for
guess that is
Skylar,
true.
he's like a medium. he's
He's the one
the
that
middle
keeps it
ground.
realistic.
Yeah, he's the guy. Yeah, when we're about to go do stupid shit, he's like, "No, this is stupid. I'm not doing it." I'm like, "Oh yeah, okay. I guess I won't." Like he's got a point.
Yeah.
Alex, with that
I've
picture,
tried to help a lot of my friends out in both like financial and just like their just the way that they've been doing things. Like you guys all know Beagley.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
He's he's made pretty like actually retarded decisions. And I love the kid, but like some of the decisions are just they don't make sense.
I'm gonna say something really brutally honest, and it's gonna sound really mean. All right, don't waste your time with somebody if you don't think they're doing something, with their life. If you think he's just gonna want to party, smoke, drink, hang out with people, and not like want to, be mature. If you don't think he's doing something with his life, pretty much, then don't waste your time with him because it's just gonna drag you down. I was, I
But it
was that
hasn't
kind of
dragged me
person.
down yet.
Well, that's because you have a positive view on him. When you have a positive view on
Yeah,
somebody, it's like, ah, he's a good person, even though he does this and that. Well, yeah, that's just you excusing it, really.
yeah, that is true. So I've
I
tried
don't.
helping Biggs. I've tried helping Carson. I've tried helping a lot of people, just with like how I've done things and how other people do things. I know it doesn't exactly line up. Nothing actually will ever line up with
Yeah.
like how you do something
Hmm.
compared to somebody else, but some of the things I'm just like, you don't have money. Can you put in the work to just get money and then you can rely on other stuff or just get other things that you want later on?
Mhm.
I don't know. But like right now, I have to the phone call that I had to take was my one of my coworkers um I asked him yesterday if I could take a shift and he said nah, that's fine. But he just barely called me and he said he like gave me a situation and like it was a terrible situation. Like I don't want to explain it right now just because
Yeah.
that's his life. But like he gave me the situation and I was like, damn, like that sucks. I have to rogue wheat, but I know that roguing wheat can hold off, but him having to go and do the thing that he needs to right now is more important. So I will cover his shift. So right after the recording, I gotta go get dressed and then I gotta go go work because circumstances and things came up.
Well,
So
not to be wholesome, but you're way too nice of a fucking person. I wish I could, be that understanding of people. I'm kind of a dick. Uh, I get when my friends are that way. I'm like, yeah, yeah, you're having a hard day, man. Like, fucking take it off. You don't have to talk to me. I don't need to, be that guy. But fucking, when I had a coworker who would call in every day, and I just kind of judged him for it. I was like, I never asked why. And I shortly realized, oh shit, his mom had cancer. I didn't know that, and I felt really fucking bad afterwards. Kind of opened my eyes up a little bit. Um, I don't work with him anymore, but that kind of sucked. I realized how much of a dick I was to people just for no reason. Uh, so yeah, Garrett. In short, you're a pretty cool guy. Really understanding. So it's cool of you to cover that guy's shift. Cause I
yeah,
wouldn't. I wouldn't do it. I'm a dick. I like my free time to
yeah.
relax.
So that's where I'm at right now. But so far, everything's been going good. Everything's been fine.
Yeah, and it's just how you look at a situation. You can be like, yeah, this is fun. I'm having a good time no matter what. That's how it should be. You should be having a good time no matter what. I don't care what situation you're in. Like, just fucking enjoy it. I had some of the best times of my life in a shitty situation.
Same.
Our lives in general, really.
Our lives in general, yeah.
Having a good time in a shitty situation.
Absolutely perfect.
Ooh.
Alex, are you doing something in the background? I don't want to
He's
hear
got a
it.
kazoo
No.
or something. He was playing it earlier when I was on Xbox with him.
Leave me alone.
Usually you play the
Leave me
clarinet.
alone. Yeah, he's low key. Alex over here is actually a decent clarinet player.
Bass clarinet. Better than Jake.
He thinks that, but We'll let him have it since I went to an alternative school. I didn't really get to play, so he probably is better at it than me right now. But I would personally say when me and Alex were both in our prime, I was definitely better.
At bass clarinet, because I had never played it before.
Exactly. I was definitely better than you.
We're both top of the class in each of our sections.
Yeah, not to be rude to our schools, not to be rude to our
No, they're
classmates,
never
but they
gonna
were
watch
dumb as
this, man.
shit. Garrett was in our class.
They're all gonna be in college debt because they actually wanted to go to college. So that's our entire school.
I can't be too
Our
negative
school,
about that.
our school, like the stance that they had on college was
Everybody
you
should
have to
do
apply
it.
to a college, you have to go to college, and that's what I hated about our,
Either that or go on an LDS mission.
Or go join
yeah.
the military. Because one of the
But then they
counselors
would
at
always say like
camp.
right after your mission you're gonna go to college, right? It's like no.
Oh, hey, Garrett. I just want to know, since you work at Domino's, can I find one of these waifus? I just need to know.
Can you find one of them?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you guys all met them yesterday.
That they aren't waifus. I'm talking about this. Those are just people. Those are just funny
Hold on,
people to
what?
talk to.
That's
Well, let me
haunting.
see. Give me 1 second.
Oh yeah, you're on your phone. You actually have to like scroll through. Dude, Space Dandy, hell yeah.
What the
I'm pretty sure if that was a Domino's waifu, Garrett would already have tapped
And you don't think he
most
would have hooked us
likely.
up?
that. No, that would be Garrett's waifu.
Most likely.
Wow, I see how it is, man. All right. So for the audio listeners, which is everybody, I sent an anime girl who worked at Domino's, and yeah. Wow, you wouldn't hook us up if there was a hot chick at your work?
That would be his wife.
I would take it, man.
What
Yeah.
if there was more than one?
Circumstances that if there's more than one, I would try. But circumstances that I'm in right now, I would definitely take that over
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 Gare
the
Bear.
situation that I'm in right now.
Oh my
Over
God.
Gare Bear and Gary.
Over
God. Anyways,
she would actually call me Baka.
before we end the podcast, because we gotta end it here soon, I got shit to do, which is working out, aka going to fucking swim and shit. And he's got to go to work, so I'm gonna let him have some time to relax after this. I actually do want to mention this briefly, just because recently I've been really proud of him. PewDiePie, a guy we all grew up watching, like a crazy, goofy Swedish YouTuber. Like, holy
Yeah.
shit, dude. He's literally made it work. I'm really happy for him. He's been working out recently. He's got like a six pack. He's got married, and he's got like 100 million subscribers. Like, I'm so happy for him. Like, he fucking deserves it. He's a really cool guy now. What do you guys think of it, like his philosophy sort of take now, though? Like how he's changed. What do you guys think
I don't
about
watch
that?
PewDiePie.
You don't watch PewDiePie?
I don't really watch him either, no.
Oh, well, I'm gonna do a humble shout out for him then, guys. He's pretty.
Son of a bitch, I died. Well, it's good time.
We love you, PewDiePie. Give us a shout out like you did Jacksepticeye.
No, don't do that. I don't want to be that popular. I never want to be that popular. Guys, just saying, when we reach 100, if we reach 1 million views, I'm leaving. Right? I hope you guys know this. I don't.
A million views or like 100 subscribers?
1 million views and 100,000 subscribers. Once we hit 100,000 subscribers, I'm gone. Popularity, I'm not good with. I've had it happen before, and I'm just like, okay, bye.
You don't even know what you don't even.
I feel like I can deal
with.
with it because I've been dealing with
Same.
it for about. How long have I been working at Domino's? I don't know.
Well, I hate when people know who I am in real life, so I don't even want to imagine what like PewDiePie and shit goes through when he goes in public and people are like, "Oh my God, you're the
Jake,
guy."
they haven't seen your face. They don't know what you look like.
I'm not gonna pull an H2O Delirious. I don't care if people know what I look like. I would
Do
just
swagger
Why
stuff?
does it matter?
Oh, dude, I probably would pull a swagger. Just fucking just lug around a night helmet. I'd do that shit in a heartbeat.
Everywhere's, man.
That'd be fun. I don't know. I could see how being famous would be fun and shit, and like how we could all like go to TwitchCon and shit if we, got anywhere with it. But I don't know. I personally don't think I could really deal with it. I'd probably be like Fitz and just like, just be really chill about it and just not care.
Not care about the popularity that you have.
Yeah, he just like brushes it to the side. Like people are always like, "Oh my God, Fitz, you're super cool
Well,
and popular."
Fitz is kind of dead now, low key.
Which is, I think he's okay with, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not really dead. He still gets like 1 million views per video, but he doesn't upload enough to keep a consistent.
He doesn't upload anymore anyway.
True. Well, he had a
He
bunch of
hasn't
shit happen
uploaded yet.
recently.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying he's kind of dead now.
No, I'm sure he'll make a comeback easily. We're starting the podcast and shit again,
He was in
so
Smitty's video
exactly.
the other day.
Well, I'm gonna get off. You guys can end it
Um,
whenever you want
we'll end it
because.
right
We're
here.
ending it now.
It's been an hour. So.
All right.
I think
Well,
it's
we'll
been
see you
an
guys
hour and a
next
half.
week then.
Yep.
Got another one coming up every Wednesday probably.
Every Wednesday, come back here, find your favorite 3 hunk of men's talking
I'm gonna mute you if you do anything like that again.
about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
About Jake's
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
fat, juicy bottom.
Okay, I'm muting
Okay,
you.
can we? All right, we're ending.
So he's muted. Do you want to end the podcast with me?
Do I want to?
Yeah.
I mean,
I ended it last time, so.
yeah. I guess we'll end it. We'll probably not have a name picked out, but we'll try to figure out one. So we'll figure it out, and then we'll let you guys know
We'll announce it.
on whichever one we actually notice.
Uh-huh. Well, thank you guys so much.
We love you all.
Yep. Have a good one.
You're my favorite.
Bye bye.
Bye.